This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2, is that I came across this article today from Yahoo News where they're reporting, well, they got the source from Independent, all right, but they're reporting from the source Independent, all right, that Congresswoman from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is doubling down on call for national divorce and says the U.S. is headed for civil war. All right. And hey, that's prophetic because that's going to happen. All right. This is the will of the Lord. Okay. And you so-called white people, you Edomites, you're the modern day Egyptians. Okay. And so he's setting it up that you will be at each other's necks. And you clearly see it. All right. Blue versus red. All right. Left versus right, conservative versus liberal, okay, woke, movements, Proud Boys. I mean, the list goes on. That you as a nation is divided, okay. So let's see what she says. Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Oh, by the way, this is the same Republican Congresswoman, all right, that yelled at Joe Biden when he was giving the State of the Union and said he's a liar, okay? Kept interrupting him while he was giving the State of the Union, okay? Which, from speaking to older generation, all right, the generation baby boomers and the generation Xers, from what they've told me, they never seen anything like it. Politicians yelling at the president at the State of the Union. So that's something, okay, new here in America, which goes to show you how divided this place is. All right, and it's really just ready for all hell to break loose. Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has again doubled down on her highly inflammatory call for a national divorce between red and blue states, which some have interpreted as advocacy for a second American Civil War. Speaking to Sean Hannity of Fox News on Tuesday evening, Ms. Greene refused to back down and insisted instead that the U.S. was headed for precisely that outcome. In my life, in my world, all my friends are regular Americans, she told Mr. Hannity. Everyone I talk to is sick and tired and fed up with being bullied by the left, abused by the left, and disrespected by the left. Our ideas, our policies, and our ways of life have become so far apart that it's just coming to that point. And the last thing I ever want to see in America is a civil war. No one wants that. At least everyone I know would never want that, but it's going that direction and we have to do something about it, right? And in 2021, you had former U.S. Army generals, okay, urging the Pentagon to prepare for a potential civil war. The retired veterans called on American leaders to conduct war games in order to prepare for an attempted coup. All right, this was December 2021. They said that they see right here 3 former U.S. Army generals penned an op-ed in Washington Post on Friday calling for the Pentagon to make preparations for another insurrection after the 2024 elections. Okay? So, hey, we're close, man. All right? Hey, it's only going to get worse from here on out. All right? So, and then you got the cost of living. All right? This is from NerdWallet, 2022 American Household Credit Card Debt Study. Right, this article came out January 10th, 2023. All right? NerdWallet's annual study finds credit card debt surging with the cost of living, and many Americans have financial concerns about the year to come. Right. Okay? Things are highly expensive. All right? People are just swiping the credit card, putting themselves more in debt. The interest rates on these credit cards keep increasing. All right? So this is going to cause, all right, problems. All right? And people are looking for answers, and they're just going to result to violence. All right? And this is the will of the Lord. Okay? He's setting it up because, again, let's read Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. Right, so the key part is, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, let's get a precept to back that this is the will of the Lord. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see that? So the Lord is in control of people's minds. All right? And he's setting it up that your leadership go against each other. Okay? Blue versus red, like this Marjorie Taylor Greene is suggesting. Okay? In fact, what does she say here? Let's continue going. She said something about voting, right? She said red states can choose in how they allow people to vote in their states, she told Mr. Kirk. All right. She's speaking to Charlie Kirk from the Turning Point USA founder. All right. So that's what she's saying to this individual. She said, quote, what I think would be something that some red states could propose is, well, okay, if a Democrat voter choose to flee these blue states where they cannot tolerate the living conditions, they don't want their children taught these horrible things, and they really change their mind on the types of policies that they support, well, once they move to a red state, guess what? Maybe you don't get to vote for 5 years. Yep, that's what they're pushing. Okay? So the division is set, man. Okay? This civil war is creeping. All right? People are fed up with the woke movement, the LGBTQ lifestyle being pushed on their children, and it's about to go down. All right? And then the economy is in shambles. Oh, by the way, your military is what's gonna really kick this civil war off, because once the military's fed up with their living conditions, it's a wrap. All right, and it's evident that the bulk of the military is just waiting for somebody, all right, to stand up and say, let's go against Joe Biden, because of the whole pandemic, because of the mandatory jabs, which they ended up rescinding, which they ended up taking away because of the recruiting, okay, problems, and military personnel just leaving the military altogether, just not re-enlisting. And so when it came to fighter pilots, there was not enough fighter pilots. Okay, and I've done lessons on this. So you got food problems, you got this jab problem. Yeah, civil war is coming, man. Thus saith the scriptures. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, that's called a civil war. Okay? 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. 18, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? No food, draconian laws. Oh, the M to the O to the B, when they make that mandatory, yeah, man, it's going down. It's going down. And that's why we hear the prophets, okay, here at Great Millstone, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, we've been telling our people, warning our people, hey, you better seek the Lord, all right, because he's your only protection. This is going down, all right? These articles prove it, all right? But ultimately, it's the scriptures that are saying that this is going to happen, all right? Isaiah 36:6, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trusted him. Right, all you jakes that still go out and vote, that still think the American government is not going to collapse, all right? Hey, that's to your own confusion, okay? You're going to be ashamed, all right? Because, hey, the Lord's not going to protect you because you wanted to trust in the shadow of Egypt. You want to trust, okay, in Babylon the Great, all right? This broken reed, okay? This place is broken, man. I mean, look, yo, let's debt clock. All right. This alone tells you that this country is fucked. Okay, it's all this place is okay. Is a ticking time bomb. All right. I want to bring this out. Isaiah 14:13. Yea, before the day was I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? Right? Who can stop it? Who can reverse it? The Lord is working. Okay, he's bringing the prophecies to pass, and he put the Spirit on his servants, the prophets. All right, to bear witness of it. That's why we do these videos. Last one I'll call and I'll close out. Zechariah chapter 11 verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter. Right. And this is how we feed the flock of the slaughter, by, okay, bringing out the words of the Lord. All right. Bringing out the prophecies to get your mind ready. Okay. For what's to come. All right. 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Right, that's you Edomites. All right. All the oppression you've done to us. That's the reason why the Lord's judging America. You touch the apple of his eye. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. Right, you got rich off the back of slavery. Okay. All these institutions that are built in America is from slavery. The White House, slavery. And their own shepherds pity them not, right? You sell out, okay, jakes that call yourself leaders of the people. The Lord's going to get you, all right? Because you ain't warning them of what's to come. 6, here's the point. For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But lo, I will deliver the men, everyone into his neighbor's hand. That's civil war. And into the hand of his king. Okay? Because the king doesn't want to lose his power. So he's going to have his mercenaries and those loyal military personnel that are going to fight on his behalf. And they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them. Right? There's no escaping. Okay? But the Lord is going to take care, okay, his sheep, all right? 7, and I will feed the flock of the slaughter, even you, O poor of the flock. And I took unto me 2 staffs. The one I called beauty, and the other I called bands, and I fed the flock, right? And the Lord's going to take care of his elect, okay? He's going to take care of his elect, and he's going to deliver them, all right, from the calamities that's coming, okay? You know, I want to bring this out too. This will be my last one. I had it on deck, but you know it's good to bring out because, man, to our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites that are dwelling here in America, all right, you need to discern what's going on, all right? And if you're not seeking the Lord, all right, he's not going to protect you, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. Right. Obeying the Lord is better than sacrifice. Okay? Doing what the Lord said. And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. Right. So, the elect are the wise because they're discerning both time and judgment. That's why, all right, they're doing whatever they can, all right, to show the Lord, hey, have mercy on me, protect me, okay, cover me. They're praying to the Lord, all right, they're fasting to the Lord, okay, they're keeping the laws okay, to the best of their ability, the ones that they can keep. They're calling upon the name of the Lord. The name is very important. How you got to know the name, okay, when it comes to praying. When you pray to the Lord, you got to call on Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. All right? 6. Because to every purpose there is time and judgment, therefore the misery of man is great upon him. Right? 7. For he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be. Right. And that's the crazy thing about it. Here it is. The prophets are out there, okay, warning our people, hey, the civil war is coming. All hell's about to break loose. The economy, okay, is in shambles. It's going to collapse. All right. There's going to be lack of bread, lack of food. But what type of dialogue do we get, okay, from most of our people? Y'all been saying that for forever. Okay, oh, that's not going to happen in my lifetime. Oh, yeah, whatever. Well, we all got to die someday. All right? So, you know, basically, you're putting off from seeking the Lord. All right? No one can tell you that you need, basically what you're saying to us, the prophets, when you talk like that, and you don't even got to talk it, just your behavior, you're saying that, hey, I don't need to know, okay, I don't need you to warn me. I don't need you to tell me, okay, what's about to happen. All right? I'm in control of my own destiny. That's basically how y'all jakes are moving. Again, for he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be. Right? Pride. Okay? That's that pride. 8. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither have he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. Right? And that's why y'all going to be destroyed, man. All right? Because you have no might in your hand. All right? The Lord is the one that created you, and he can take you out any day. Okay? You think you're in good shape, all y'all that are at the gym or, you know, eating well, right? Because that's the new trend now. You got to eat healthy. You got to exercise, right? Which, okay, you should be doing, all right? But for those jakes that are doing it, not seeking the Lord, that's vain. Because the Lord can stop you in your tracks, all right? You could get sick, okay? You could break a bone. All right? Someone with a gun, all right, can shoot you. An animal can grab you. Okay? I mean, this is why you got to seek the Lord. So, you know, Lord willing is us edifying. As you can see, man, the civil war is coming. The Egyptians against the Egyptians. These Edomites are going to purge each other. And you, Jakes, you're going to get caught out there that haven't been seeking the Lord. All right, you're going to get caught out there, man. Or those that know that they're Israelites, but they're not teaching the truth, they're not warning their people, you're going to get caught out there. So with that, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakak, Kodash, Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. All right, we're at the end of this thing. And for the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. When you pray, pray with your head covered. Shalom and abide with ball. Shalom.